This is the ChefDad2000 show. This is where I'll do a roundtable discussion with random Skidmore students and a bit of cooking for all you kids that wonders what goes on behind the scenes at Skidmore's Emily's Garden. And we might even take a few visits to other shows, check out the other stations in the D Hall, check out the fashion and music tips of today's teens and college students. These are my friends here. This is good old what's his name?
Dewey.
This is Haley, Julia,
And I'm Dane.
We got a few questions I like to ask everybody because when I'm cooking behind the line, everybody asks me a million questions. So I'm only going to ask a half a dozen, and we'll call it even for the. That's 6 to you guys.
We got it.
I went over these questions just to be fair because I didn't want any unawkward lulls. But why don't we start with Dane? What's your favorite band, or just name a band or a song that mentions food or has a food?
You know, I'm going to have to go ahead and say Meatloaf. Makes a great meatloaf.
When I wasn't on the vegetarian side.
It's good with A1.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Hey, nice one. I was expecting a lot of children's songs on this question.
The Oscar Mayer Wiener song.
Oh, man. We have to go to the judges to see if jingles count. Judges?
Count.
Jingles count. Dewey?
I'm a big fan of the Goldfish song. Yeah, the Goldfish. That's one of my favorites.
How's it go?
I love fishes because they're so delicious.
That's it. I didn't expect that many jingles. I was expecting a lot of other band names, like aside from Meatloaf. Give me one band. Just a band.
What?
Banana Splits.
Banana splits.
Yeah, we always stumbled on that one.
Cake is good.
Cake is a good one.
Oh!
We would have accepted String Cheese Incident,
Oh.
Strawberry Alarm Clock,
Oh, that's a good one. Too.
Ice Cream, You Scream, We All Scream for Ice Cream led me to Aqualung. That's all right, let's move on for that one, man. Really, when you guys are up in your rooms, we know you're taking lots of stuff out of the D Hall and cooking crazy gourmet treats up in your rooms. What are you guys eating up in the dorm?
You know, sometimes I get really crazy. And I cook myself an omelet.
Omelets in your room?
How? We don't have a stove.
I live in a dorm where they actually have like
Oh, a kitchen.
a kitchen, like a semi-kitchen. Yes, and I steal some. I get my hands on some eggs, and I make an omelet.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I'm a big fan of Easy Mac.
Easy Mac.
I'm a big fan of I can't cook, so I open chocolate pudding.
Snack pack?
Yep.
All right. Dewey, what are you eating up in your room?
I've been known to, get some whipped cream from the grocery store. Pull it right here. Pull it right here.
How do you eat that?
Lick it off.
Oh, let me tell you how we.
I live in 306 Wicking.
What about when you're home?
Oh,
I mean, you're home at your house. If your mom asks you, you're on your own tonight. What are you cooking? You guys haven't all been booted out of your houses, have you?
There's a great company called Hungry Man.
Hungry Man Dinner.
And he is a great man.
I like lean cuisine a lot.
You guys are all TV dinners, man.
Yeah.
None of you guys are cooking?
Oh, I cook all the time.
Then what do you cook?
I put
Besides
Hungry Man,
Hungry
open it up and put it in front.
I didn't stick with my friends, Anheuser-Busch, of course.
Eagle Snacks?
Eagle Snacks, yeah. Anything with meat in it's always good, right?
You don't cook?
Macaroni and cheese, eggs.
That's real
I'm good at making
creative.
sandwiches.
What kind of sandwiches?
I'm really bad at cooking.
Oh man. So cooking lessons will be on our next show.
I can
For
cook
all of you
dessert.
guys. Like what?
I made cheesecake once.
How'd it come out?
It's really good.
That's just not true.
Wait a minute.
You bought it in a store.
If it was a no-bake cheesecake, it doesn't count.
No, I made it from scratch.
Okay, all right.
Martha Stewart living. Oh, I really like the Betty Crocker brownies that you can make in the microwave. Yeah, you just add like 4 tablespoons of water.
So you guys are microwave?
That's what I eat in the dorm. Yeah, we live beside each other. Not in Wicking. We don't have a stove.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
You have no stoves? No
Well,
George
my
Foreman
roommate
grills?
has a what's it called? Toaster.
A toaster oven.
That's illegal. I'm gonna report you.
You're not supposed to have toaster ovens
Hot
up there?
plates too. No hot
No
plates.
hot plates?
No hot plates.
toaster ovens?
You can have a toaster oven if you bring it into the kitchen.
Yeah, but
You don't have kitchens then.
no, not a real kitchen.
Not a stove.
Our kitchen consists of a refrigerator,
Yeah.
a microwave,
No one
a
cares.
sink.
Dewey seems to be the person to ask this question. Then. When you were in high school or grade school, what was the craziest thing you ever seen a lunch lady do?
All right, so this one time I'm on this line for French fries, and I try and skip the line because I didn't have any money. And the lady's like this really fat, you know, kind of attractive lady is looking at me and she says, "Hey, Clearfield, I see you. I see what you're doing. You think you can pass it on me?" So I say, "No, I'm sorry. I forgot to pay." And she goes like this to me. That's
Serious?
what-
The lunch lady? Was this high school or grade school?
High school.
You girls must have done some kooky things in the grade school lunchroom.
I spilled chocolate milk on my friend once.
Oh, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That's why I brought you guys on. I
accident,
knew you were going to be full of stories that were just too hot for TV.
I guess creative thought matters, huh?
What about you, Helen?
What about me?
You never had any kooky stories in the lunchroom?
I once got a full fingernail in a smoothie that a guy made me. That was like gross, but
Yeah, it's kind of kooky.
it's not really
Dang.
kooky.
You know, I don't like to besmirch
Lunch ladies?
the lunch ladies. I have a high respect for the lunch ladies.
Me too.
Mrs. Dell,
Give it up for Mrs. Dell.
I really liked her, and her tacos were really something else. I mean, hairs and all, were just like. No, I don't. No, she did a great job.
So nobody wants to talk bad about the lunch ladies.
We don't do that here.
I mean, they've been
I
very
can
good to
appreciate
me.
that being kind of a glorified lunch lady myself. You know?
Oh, come on, you're better than that.
You're a chef.
I'm a
You're
trained
a chef.
professional, as a matter of fact.
No, he did. This guy went to the CIA.
Yeah, I did.
I know.
That Culinary Institute of
Yeah,
America.
not the FBI, CIA.
What's the FBI?
It's the
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I know, but I thought there was gonna be a cookie.
You thought wrong.
The Food and Beverage Institute.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
All right. How about this last question? This is one that you always hear on TV shows and stuff like that. What cheesy song do you listen to that you don't want your friends knowing? What's your guilty pleasure band?
start with Dewey.
No, let's start with you.
Start with Dewey.
You can start with your.
Obviously,
Okay.
Dane's got some dirt on Dewey.
I really like Zebda. It's a French band. Not many people like it, especially not my roommate.
So that's more obscure than like cheesy.
Yeah, that's not cheesy. We want it cheesy.
Like, are you at
so
home
much
listening
cheesy.
to the Spice Girls? Something
Sometimes
that-
I do. Wannabe, great song.
I'm trying to think. I have so many.
Haley's got one.
No, I'm thinking of a really good one.
Oh, so you have so many that
Yeah,
you
they're
gotta
all
narrow
like
it down.
that.
Dane listens to some funny stuff.
I don't listen to funny stuff.
Usually it falls into pop.
I've always been a big fan of Since You've Been Gone. You know.
Dude, that's what I was gonna pick.
I can pick another
She's
one.
America's first idol and only.
I mean, Ruben has some great songs. Sorry, 2004 was also a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna bring you in for our American Idol show. That'll be in like 3 or 4 more shows. Serious.
I'm not going to be present for that.
I will, and you will too.
Yeah.
This is the regular cast.
I'm gonna start watching American
My
Idol so I can
sidekick
catch
now,
up.
man.
I don't know. I went through a Hanson phase. That was a pretty bad
Hanson.
one.
Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah.
He used to be in
great.
Hanson.
Yeah.
Bird.
So that's an obscure French brand, Hanson, American Idol.
Yeah,
Anybody from American Idol?
Fantasia.
What about
He's
you?
kind of passing the buck, so
Disney?
he's got a good
Disney?
one. Disney doesn't count. We're all
What I've
raised
been
on
listening
Disney
to
stuff.
that's kind of
Queer.
queer.
I don't know.
Please don't really like.
Queer as an odd, right?
I mean, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
strange. That's the.
Yeah,
Strange.
Yeah.
Listens to a lot of Michael Jackson, so I mean that's cool.
that's cool. Michael Jackson's
That's not
alright.
embarrassing. He's a pretty successful
Well, I was gonna say
guy.
Kelly Clarkson, but
I stole your thunder. I
he
apologize.
stole my thunder, man. I would have to say Jackson 5.
I mean,
Nobody's around.
I like
I'm
it.
listening to Jackson.
No, I
Great
like to
songs.
listen to. Dewey?
Screw off, Dad.
Anyway, next question.
All right. This was our dish that we did for today. You'll be seeing at some point in this program. We're asking everybody because it's new. They don't know what it is. It's called a Kidney Bean Kiev, like after the city somewhere in Europe.
Kiev?
Kiev.
I think it's
Country?
Russia.
No, I don't think it's
that's
Russia. Czechoslovakia? The former Czechoslovakia? Ukraine?
Yeah, it's Ukrainian.
Ukraine.
PA says
Of
Ukraine.
course, the
Grandpa?
cameraman is right.
Where's Kiev? You've traveled the
Grandpa.
world.
It's up home.
He's been there, though.
He says Russia. It's basically a kidney bean patty with vegetables, bread, crumbs, wrapped around a big chunk of garlic butter. Everybody knows what garlic butter is. Butter with garlic. And these girls here, basically all they eat is veggie burgers, so I bet they won't eat it.
Vegetarians?
No.
No, but they eat veggie burgers
Every
like
night.
every day.
I had 2 today.
That's why we're like this.
Lunch and dinner.
You're something else.
I know.
By the way,
I'm a
guys,
real
just letting you know,
risk
if you come over to the veggie station, do not reach your hands around and grab food. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. We got cross-contamination, especially during cold and flu season.
And never go to the prepare your own food section. Joey's not a fan.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother subject. So, there it is.
Let's get a close-up. Let's get a close-up.
I'd like to thank Dane for coming in, sharing his wisdom. Julia,
Do my best here.
Haley, my buddy Dewey. He's auditioning for the sidekick role. I think he's in.
I think so.
Come on, man, I'm in AA.
Throw it that deep.
Joey Cavalier again here. We're in the kitchen. This is Emily's Garden, named after an alumni's daughter who gave the school a lot of money for the vegetarians could get eaten. There's some of my regular customers over there. Say hi, girls.
Look at that, they're running away.
So welcome to the ChefDad2000 cooking portion of our program. This is the other guy. This is Peterson Cross, our handy dandy third cook. What are we calling you now? Short order cook.
He's PDP.
Petey Peterson. You may remember him from other episodes. Today we're going to do the cooking portion of the chicken Kiev.
Kidney bean.
Kidney bean Kiev, that's it. Not the chicken Kiev, we're in the vegetarian section. And we'll start with a little bit of virgin olive oil. You get it on your grill or your frying pan, make it nice and hot. Get it nice and hot. See, you can tell it starts rippling when it gets hot. Can you hear that? That's the sound of flavor, baby. You lay those on there to cook. Zoom in. This one you'll turn 3 or 4 sides. You'll give it like a couple minutes on that side. Through the magic of TV. It'll come out like this. All nice and brown on the other side. Made more enticing with the hand modeling. Once you get it nice and brown on each side, the garlic butter in the middle is going to start to melt. Basically, this is just a puree of kidney beans. Sauteed vegetables are onions, scallions, and celery. A little bit of salt and pepper. Whatever seasonings you like, you can throw it in there. You know how that goes. You guys watch the Food Channel, that stuff. You get them nice and brown. See how they're getting kind of sizzling? My friend Mike over there in Media Services loves this dish. When he's not eating pork chops. This is a tarragon cream sauce that we've made ahead of time, which is herbs, wine, tarragon. Just put a little bit on your plate. Because anything you brown up, you want to put it on top of the sauce so you can show how nicely you browned it. You want to do all that work for nothing, just cover it with a cream sauce, right? You can tilt your plate to stretch it out if you don't like a lot of sauce. Just nestle gently in the lovely cream sauce, as they say on the French cooking shows. This dish we'll serve with rice, we serve it with couscous, and we serve it sometimes with the orzo. Depending on my customers, sometimes I'll make them one, Sometimes we'll make them 2. We had the guy with the pierogies who wanted 10. In the garden, you get what you want, right? Sometimes a lovely garnish of your choice. And that's basically pretty much it. Somebody come and take one. It's my friend Mitchell. He eats over there all the time. He's got a girlfriend named Linda somewhere. There she is.
I just call her Linda.
How you like these dishes?
It's delicious. Kidney-licious.
Kidney-licious. Thanks, Mitchell.
You're welcome.
Playing along.
Joey. Do you really call her Linda?
Huh?
Do you really call her Linda?
That's to myself. You remember from Mitchell. Linda Evans was in Mitchell, yeah, that was Linda Evans. So I call her Linda and you're Mitchell.
Remember, they're still rolling too, so don't get too racy. Put your name on there so we can send notes to your mom, tell her you're eating healthy.
Or AKA Mitchell.
That's what we do, should roll when I'm harassing kids out here all day long, man. It's a good time of the day to film, it's nice and quiet. As you can see, the other guy usually does this. I got the camera glory.
Huh?
Thank me, Gene.
There you go, Joey.
Give me that pen back, I stole it from my doctor.
Okay,
And that's
yourselves, guys.
Enjoy your night. Thank you for your assistance.
3 beverages on me next time.
Have a wonderful night.
You as well.
Thank you for the dinner.
Not a problem, sir.
You did have that tonight, didn't you?
Huh?
He did have that, I think.
Are we good? Yeah, I ran up and forced a plate into his hand.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dad, make me a sandwich.
The fun air ran up and the fun air ran up and the fun air ran up and the fun air ran up and